electronic transfer levies have generated 80.86 billion naira for the three-tier of government in the first 6 months of 2023. This is according to data obtained from the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee communique for January to June 2023. It also followed a surge in electronic transfers that had been recorded in the country in recent times. Electronic money transfer levy was introduced as a source of government revenue in the Finance Act 2020, which amended the Stamp Duty Act to tap into the growth of electronic fund transfer in Nigeria. The EMT levy is a singular and one-off charge of 50 naira on electronic receipts or transfer of money deposited in any deposit money bank or financial institution on any type of account on sum of 10,000 naira or more. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has inaugurated an ad hoc committee to investigate the alleged $9.05 billion revenue loss from gas flaring in the last decade in Nigeria. At the inauguration of the ad hoc committee on Monday, Abbas charged the committee to get to the root causes of gas flaring and make recommendations to end the menace. He said the probe is an acknowledgement of the urgent need to understand and mitigate the environmental, social, and economic impact of the practice. The Speaker said the flared gas represents lost revenue that could have been generated through its sale or utilization, adding that official record indicates that the country lost about $2.5 billion annually to gas flaring. He said that as a major contributor to climate change and environmental degradation, gas flaring has direct and indirect impact on soil, water, and wildlife. Now moving on, job losses and rising inflation are posing significant risk to the pension industry. A Nigerian credit rating company, Augusto & Co., also predicted in a new report that pension assets would hit 19 trillion naira in 2024. It revealed this in a new report titled, "The Nigerian Pension Industry Unlocking Potential Amidst Economic Uncertainties." While noting growth in the sector, it said the growth could be impeded by increased immigration and more. According to the firm, pension assets are supposed to grow by 13% year-on-year and hit 19 trillion naira by end of 2024 due to growth across certain verticals. And a former Minister of Education in Nigeria, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, has blamed the current economic crisis in the country on a lack of proper planning before the removal of subsidy. The former minister made this known in an interview at the 2023 Youth Aflame Conference in Lagos State. Aigboje Korea has details.
Which brought together youth from across the country, according to the convener, Pastor Daniel Olawande, is to provide solutions to the numerous economic and leadership problems in the country. While encouraging the youth to be the change that the nation desires, former Minister of Education, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, said the current hardship being faced by Nigerians due to the removal of fuel subsidy was a lack of improper planning on the side of the government. Wife of the convener, Pastor Nifemi Olawande, also said the removal of fuel subsidy is affecting the church.
Something like aviation sector or the petroleum sector, these are sectors that are also close to the market. And if you did reforms well, if you deregulated sectors or liberalize those kinds of sectors well, what will happen is that you will prepare those sectors for market to determine pricing. And over time, what would happen is that people would see that there is value in that approach. Now, in terms of whether we have done it in the way that we should do it, that's an entirely different story.
Challenge we are facing in this country is why we are having this conference, so that we can raise saviors. This meeting is talking about emergence of champions, emergence of saviors, emergence of change makers. The people that will effect the change in the country are here. Enough of complaining about the government, complaining about people in high places, complaining. We need to be the change maker. We need to be policy makers. We need to get involved in politics, get involved in policy making, get involved in decision making, get involved as a young person so that we can also effect the change we are clamoring for.
I had to fill my car yesterday, and I was amazed after filling it with so much money, and it still wasn't reaching anywhere. So this is affecting us, everyone, in different areas. And I know that many people wanted to come here, and they thought about the price to board the bus, and they were like, I don't think I can afford that right now.
Other speakers at the conference said the removal is a right step in the right direction, but called on government officials to sacrifice their comfort just as the common Nigerians.
To remove subsidy, we have to get out of that trap because it's been a major bondage to the entire nation. Everybody just needs to do what needs to be done to tighten their belts. But as we are tightening our belt, the leaders too should be tightening their belts. So you can't tell the people to tighten their belt and then you are doing 70 billion to buy this, 40 billion to buy car. No.
There is serious pain in the land. We want leaders to understand that people, they have to be empathic. What Nigerians need right now, if you're talking about Nigeria or Africa, is empathic leadership. And of course, effective leadership.
The 2023 Youth Aflame Conference is with the theme, The King's Envoy. I, Moji Warrior, reporting for iBrand.
Nigerian Labour Congress has said it was ready to fight the economic pains and hardship caused by the federal government's decision. The National Assistant Secretary of the Congress, Chris Onyeka, said the Central Working Committee of the Congress would hold an important meeting Tuesday and take a position. He said all the issues around the suffering of the masses because of the recent price hike in PMS price would be addressed at the meeting. Onyeka said that they are going to give the federal government an ultimatum as they've already given the government enough leverage to take care of Nigerians and make amends, but that has not happened. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has said point of sale operators courts for price fixing risks 3 months jail term. The Commission has also issued a cease and desist order to POS operators from conduct that constitutes an infringement of the law. POS operators under the umbrella of the Association of Mobile Money and Bank Agents Nigeria fixed new prices for POS transactions on July 17th. According to the Commission, POS operators that are found in violation of the order will pay 10 million naira for corporate entities and 1 million naira or a prison sentence of up to 3 months for individual.